Hello and welcome to Krishi Jagran business platform that keeps you updated with all the agri news of the nation. This is Yash Saxena. Let's take a quick look at the top headlines of the day. PM Modi meets UNGA President, discusses importance of conserving and optimizing global water resources. Bhupender Yadav meets German delegation on exploring pathways to sustainable development. International Monetary Fund says inflation in India is likely to fall to 5% this year. Zimbabwe Trade Conference held at Federation of India Exporters in New Delhi. Krishi Jagran organizes first Punjabi training session of Pharma the journalist. Rallis India bags award for integrated reporting in the manufacturing sector. Sun Pharma acquires 3 Aksigen brands to expand its anti-inflammatory portfolio. UPL's Unit 2 at Ankleshwar receives National Energy Conservation Award from President. Unseasonal rain brings bad news for farmers, crops over 14.9 hectares affected, says Rajasthan Agri Minister. PM Kisan has enabled farmers to purchase fertilizers, seeds on time, says Atal Dulu. Jammu and Kashmir administration approves 146 crore rupees project for promotion of niche crops. Goa government to set up 100 solar dryers for farmers. Bengaluru was set to host the first G20 Energy Transmission Working Group meeting under India's presidency. Russian gas supply hit pushes Gail Limited to scout for long-term LNG. Dense fog envelops city, airport issues low visibility. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi met Csaba Kőrösi, President of United Nations General Assembly's 77th session yesterday. The two leaders discussed the importance of conserving and optimizing global water resources. Happy to welcome Csaba Kőrösi on his first visit to India, reaffirmed India's commitment to multilateralism, including at the UN. We discussed the importance of conserving and optimizing global water resources, welcomed his support for G20 India, PM Modi tweeted. Earlier, the UNGA President met External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar at a millet lunch hosted by him. The two leaders talked about the G20 agenda, UN reform and the Ukraine crisis. Csaba Kőrösi arrived in India for a 3-day visit on Sunday. In New Delhi on Monday, Kőrösi delivered the 40th Sapru House lecture on solution through solidarity, sustainability and science at the UN. Union Environment Minister Bhupender Yadav met with a delegation from the German Federal Parliament led by Rolf Brinkhaus yesterday. The meeting focused on exploring pathways to sustainable development, particularly on the circular economy, tackling single-use plastic, forest management and climate resilience. The German delegation raised issues such as the impact of climate change on the forest, trilateral cooperation in Africa on the environment and climate, circular economy, plastic alternatives and how both countries can pursue bilateral cooperation in these areas. In response to the German delegation's question, Yadav emphasized the significance of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's mission life. According to the International Monetary Fund, inflation in India is expected to fall from 6.8% in the current fiscal year ending March 31st to 5% the following fiscal year and then to 4% in 2024. In India, as in other countries, inflation is expected to fall from 6.8% in 2022 to 5% in 2023 and then 4% in 2024, according to Daniel Lay, Division Chief Research Department of the IMF. The projected deflation reflects falling international fuel and non-fuel commodity prices as a result of weaker global demand. It also reflects the cooling effects of monetary policy tightening on underlying inflation, which is expected to fall from 6.9% in the fourth quarter of 2022 to 4.5% in the fourth quarter of 2023 as per IMF's statement to the media. The Zimbabwe-India Trade Council held a Zimbabwe Trade Conference yesterday at the Federation of India Exporters Niryat Bhavan Vasant Vihar in New Delhi. The Zimbabwe-India Trade Council is committed to assisting both countries in developing a strong partnership during the conference, which was attended by many dignitaries from across the country. The event was also graced by the presence of Rajkumar Modi, Deputy Minister of Trade and Industry, Republic of Zimbabwe, as chief guest. Look what he has to say.
Agriculture sector, India is far much ahead than us. Although our economy is agriculture based, but we are much behind on the technology. What India is using is technology for agriculture, we don't have. So basically we're looking for that, expertise in agriculture sector, technology transfer and sort of other knowledge regarding the agriculture.
Also, many senior dignitaries were present at the event, like Dr. Asif Iqbal, President of the Zimbabwe India Trade Council, where he told India has the potential to grow into Zimbabwe's main trading partner because both nations have a long history together. We want to make Indian exports the main focus of the relations and increase export revenue, particularly for millet next year. Dr. Godfrey Majoni Chapare, Ambassador of the Republic of Zimbabwe to India, who was also present at the event, also shared his thoughts. Take a look.
The India-Zimbabwe relationship is multifaceted, encompassing many areas of respective economies, including agriculture. But you will note that the distance is not our friend, and hence we need to structure a sustainable relationship that would actually allow Zimbabweans to learn from the agricultural expertise that abounds here in India. It's a miracle that a country of 1.3 billion people is food self-sufficient. And we as Zimbabwe, with a population of 16 million, that should be an easy task. But of course, you need the support, technical support of friendly countries like the Republic of India, and we welcome that.
As 2023 has been designated as the International Year of Millets, the two parties also discussed how Zimbabwe can increase millet production and consumption. Krishi Jagran has always been solving the problems of the farmers of the country through its platform. In this episode, Krishi Jagran has started Pharma the Journalist. Under this, the farmers are working to play the role of journalist by taking the news related to the agriculture of their area to the country and the world through Krishi Jagran's platform. Krishi Jagran's team organized first training session in the Punjabi language for the 38th batch at 11 am today. Till now, more than 200 farmers have joined FTJ and have got platform to share their stories. A prestigious moment for the Rallis India team, as the organization's efforts are now getting appreciated not only from its customers but from all over the agri industry. This time, Rallis India has bagged awards for integrated reporting in the manufacturing sector at ICAI, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, Sustainability Reporting Awards 2021 to 2022. For your information, Rallis India Limited is a major participant in the agriculture sector and a subsidiary of Tata Chemicals. Sun Pharma announced on Monday that it has acquired 3 brands from Aksigen Hospital Care, Disperzyme, Disperzyme CD and Flogam. Sun Pharma announced on Monday that the Drugs Controller General of India DCGI has approved all of its brands for post-operative inflammation in patients undergoing minor surgery and dental procedures. Disperzyme and Flogam are the first enzyme bioflavonoid combination of trypsin, bromelain and rutoside to complete a clinical study in India and get DCGI approval. The brands were registered and launched in India by Aksigen in 2013. The addition of Disperzyme and Flogam strengthens our anti-inflammatory portfolio even further. This systematic enzyme therapy combination is used to control edema and accelerate healing. The brands provided significantly better control and resolution of post-operative pain and inflammation in comparative clinical trial in India. Kriti Garnorkar, CEO of India Business Sun Pharma, said in a statement. According to IQVIA data, MAT November 2022, India's overall proteolytic enzyme market for healing pain and edema is worth around 500 crore rupees. UPL Limited on Monday announced that its Unit 2 at Ankleshwar, Gujarat was conferred with National Energy Conservation Award by Honorable President of India, Draupadi Murmu. Unit 2 at Ankleshwar bagged first prize for its exemplary contribution towards energy conservation in the field of agriculture. The National Energy Conservation Award honors organizations for their admirable efforts in promoting sustainable development and energy conservation. The Bureau of Energy Efficiency was in charge of organizing the event under the Ministry of Power. Deepak Kumar Garg and Vikas Garg attended the event as representatives of UPL and accepted the award. According to preliminary estimates, crops over 14.92 lakh hectares were affected by untimely rain, frost and hail on Monday, according to Rajasthan Agriculture Minister Lal Chand Kataria. In the last 2 days, there has been a hailstorm in the state. Crop losses range from 2 to 65%. According to Kataria, the state government has ordered special girdavari for crop damage and farmers will receive assistance through Disaster Management Department and Agricultural Crops Insurance Scheme. According to the minister, 9.83 lakh hectares of the total sown area of 39.36 lakh hectares of mustard suffered 2 to 66% damage. Similarly, 2.2 lakh hectares of vegetables and horticulture crops reported 2 to 60% damage out of 1589 lakh hectares. Atal Dulu, Additional Chief Secretary, Agriculture Production Department of Jammu and Kashmir, highlighted the significant impact of PM Kisan installments on farmers, particularly marginal farmers. He was pleased that the scheme had enabled the fraternity to purchase fertilizers and seeds on time. The ACS directed Chief Agricultural Officers and District Administrators to identify any issue with data uploading and eKYC procedures. eKYC is also known as Electronic Know Your Customer or Electronic Know Your Client, is a process in which the customer's identity and address are electronically verified using Aadhaar authentication. The ACS assessed the scheme status and took stock of online revenue record updation, eKYC and NPCI seeding of beneficiary bank accounts on a district-by-district basis while chairing a meeting to review the implementation of PM Kisan in the Union Territory. Atal Dulu emphasized the importance of resolving misunderstandings and doubts about revenue procedures as soon as possible. The government of Jammu and Kashmir has approved a prestigious project worth 146 crore rupees to promote niche crops as the UT's unique heritage, which will be implemented over the next 5 years. As per Atal Dulu, Additional Chief Secretary, Agriculture Production Department, the project aims to diversify and expand the area of niche crops over an area of 11,000 hectares, ensuring livelihood security for 11,000 targeted beneficiaries and generating 2,238 crore rupees in revenue. The initiative will concentrate on increasing output, improving livelihoods and increasing market accessibility. This will be accomplished through the establishment of nurseries and seed villages, the development of infrastructure and collaboration with various partners and stakeholders, he added. The project will promote human resource development for capacity building and job creation. The project is being carried out in collaboration with SQAST, Jammu and Kashmir and the Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Department of the state. The Goa state government has decided to build 100 solar dryers on a turnkey basis to dry items such as chili, breadfruit, fish and jackfruit. The solar dryers, which will be installed in 3 stages, are expected to improve the drying process as well as the final product. According to a senior officer, in the first phase, site visits will be conducted for a feasibility study. A pilot demonstration and field study will be carried out in the second phase with 2 units for each drying application. According to the officer, after the first 2 phases, the state will solicit bids to supply, install and monitor the solar dryers. NISE has created an innovative solar dryer cum space heating system with a thermal storage system that can be used to dry a wide range of agricultural and horticultural products. The first G20 Energy Transition Working Group meeting under India's presidency will be held in Bengaluru from 5th of February to 7th of February, according to a press release issued by Ministry of Power yesterday. The meeting will include over 150 participants from G20 member countries as well as 9 special invitee guest countries of Bangladesh, Egypt, Mauritius, the Netherlands, Nigeria, Oman, Singapore, UAE and Spain. The ministry stated, as per the ministry, leading international organizations such as the World Bank, Asian Development Bank, United Nations Development Programme, International Energy Agency, etc. will also take part in the event. The ETWG meeting will be supplemented on the sidelines by a high-level international seminar on carbon capture, utilization and storage. According to the ministry, the seminar will emphasize the importance of carbon capture, utilization and storage, which are considered critical for achieving net zero targets. Gail India Limited's head of finance said on Monday that the company is looking for long-term gas import deals and hopes to sign one soon to compensate for disruptions in supply from former unit of Russian energy giant Gazprom. The net profit of India's largest gas distributor fell 93% in the December quarter due to a reduction in liquefied natural gas supply from a deal with Gazprom Marketing and Singapore. Gail is in talks to source gas with Abu Dhabi National Oil Company and a number of other parties. Today, Delhi residents awoke to a blanket of fog enveloping the city, resulting in poor visibility throughout the Delhi NCR region. According to the System of Air Quality and Weather Forecasting and Research, the AQI was reported to be moderate at 193, while it stood at 180 at the Delhi airport. Meanwhile, IMD has forecast strong winds during the day with temperature ranging from 9 to 22 degrees Celsius. The previous day's temperature in Delhi was 18.9 degrees. So, this was all about the news. For more updates on Agri News, stay tuned with Krishi Jagran Business. This is Yash Saxena signing off.